In the last video, I showed you why you're chemically addicted to being yourself. Today, I'm giving you the exact protocol to break that addiction. 15 minutes, 3 phases, every morning. And by the end of this video, you'll know precisely what to do, minute by minute, starting tonight.
Most people who try to change do two things wrong. They either try to think their way out, reading more books, watching more videos, collecting more knowledge, or they try to force their way out with willpower and discipline.
And as we covered last time, both approaches fail, because the problem isn't in your conscious mind. It's in your body, your cells, your neurochemistry. So the protocol I'm about to give you doesn't target your thinking. It targets the gap between knowing and being, the gap between your neocortex and your cerebellum, the gap that keeps you stuck even when you know exactly what to do. Here's what makes this different from every other morning routine video on YouTube. This isn't about cold showers and journaling. This is a neuroscience-backed protocol designed to do 3 specific things to your brain, in a specific order, in 15 minutes. Phase 1 rewires the observer. Phase 2 breaks the chemical bond. Phase 3 installs the new program. And the research says your brain can start changing in as little as 2 weeks. Let me walk you through it.
Before I give you the protocol, you need to understand why it's structured this way, because the order matters, the timing matters, and if you skip a phase, it doesn't work.
Here's why. A study published in Behavioral Brain Research found that brief daily meditation, as little as 5 to 10 minutes, significantly improved attention, memory, mood, and emotional regulation in people who had never meditated before. Not monks, not experienced practitioners, complete beginners. And here's the key finding. Consistency beat duration every single time. 10 minutes every day produced better neuroplastic changes than occasional hour-long sessions.
Research from Harvard's Emotional Intelligence Lab showed something even more remarkable. People who practiced metacognition, thinking about their thinking, showed measurable changes in brain structure within 2 weeks, not 2 months, 2 weeks. Their prefrontal cortex literally strengthened its connections to the limbic system, the emotional center.
And the UC San Diego study we discussed last time proved that after just 7 days of focused meditation, the brain's default mode network quieted, BDNF increased, and gene expression changed. So the science is clear. You don't need an hour. You don't need a retreat. You need 15 focused minutes, done consistently in the right order. Here's the complete structure. I'm going to break down each phase in detail, give you the exact instructions, and explain what's happening in your brain at each step. Phase 1. Observe. 3 minutes. You're activating the prefrontal cortex and catching the old program. Phase 2. Break the loop. 7 minutes. You're breaking the chemical bond between mind and body. Phase 3. Become. 5 minutes. You're installing the new self through mental rehearsal. Total, 15 minutes. Let's start. Set a timer for 3 minutes. Sit in a chair or on the floor, spine straight, eyes closed. For the first 30 seconds, do nothing. Just notice. Notice what your mind does the moment you close your eyes. Does it immediately start planning, worrying, replaying yesterday? That's the old program booting up. Don't judge it. Just watch it. Now, here's the critical step. Name what you observe, not in a journal, silently in your mind. Say to yourself, there's anxiety, there's frustration, there's the need to check my phone. Why does naming matter? Because neuroscience research published in Frontiers in Psychology showed that the simple act of labeling an emotion activates the prefrontal cortex and reduces amygdala reactivity. In plain language, when you name what you feel, you shift from being inside the emotion to observing it from outside. You move from participant to witness.
This is metacognition, thinking about your thinking. And every time you do it, you're strengthening the neural pathway between your prefrontal cortex and your limbic system.
Next, do a body scan. Start at the top of your head. Move your attention slowly down through your face, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach, your legs, your feet. Where do you feel tension, tightness, heat? That's the emotional signature of the old self, stored in your body.
Don't try to fix it. Don't try to relax. Just observe it. The act of observing without reacting is itself the rewiring. You are telling your brain, I am not this program. I am the one watching the program. By the time your 3-minute timer sounds, you've done something most people never do in their entire lives. You've separated the observer from the observed. Set your timer for 7 minutes. Keep your eyes closed. Stay still. This is the hardest phase, and it's the most important one. Something happens about 4 minutes in that most people never experience because they quit too early. Stay with me.
In phase 1, you identified the old program. Now, in phase 2, you're going to let the body experience withdrawal, and you're going to stay.
Here's what will happen. Within the first minute, your body will start sending signals. It might say, "This is boring, get up." Or, "You have things to do, this is a waste of time." Or, "Check your phone, just for a second."
Those aren't your thoughts. Those are the body's chemical demands. Remember, your cells have receptor sites built for the old emotional chemistry. When you stop feeding them, they protest. That restlessness, that discomfort, that urge to move, that's withdrawal.
Your only job in phase 2 is to stay. Here's the technique. Focus on your breath. Not a special breathing technique, just natural breathing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. When a thought or urge arises, and it will many times, notice it and return to the breath. Don't fight the thought. Don't push it away. Just don't follow it. Think of it like sitting on the bank of a river. Thoughts are leaves floating past. You don't jump in and grab them, you watch them go by.
Every time you choose the breath over the thought, you are doing 2 things at the neurological level. First, you're weakening the old neurocircuit. Neurons that stop firing together, stop wiring together. Second, you're strengthening the new one, the pathway of conscious choice over unconscious reaction. Dr. Judson Brewer at Brown University calls this the habit loop interrupt. His research showed that when people learn to notice cravings without acting on them, the craving itself loses power. Not immediately, but progressively. The neural reward value decreases with each interrupted cycle. After about 4 minutes of this, something shifts. The urgency quiets. The body stops demanding as loudly. You may feel a subtle stillness, almost like the chemical storm has passed. That's the withdrawal wave breaking. Stay with it. The remaining 3 minutes are where the real neuroplastic change happens. This is where you prove to your nervous system that you are no longer the old program.
Set your timer for 5 minutes. Eyes still closed, body still. You've observed the old self. You've broken its chemical grip. Now you're going to install the new one. Here's how.
Step 1. Choose one specific quality of the person you want to become. Not a goal, not an outcome, a state of being. Confidence, calm, courage, clarity, gratitude. Pick one. Step 2. Imagine yourself embodying that quality, not in some distant future, today, right now. See yourself walking into your day with that quality radiating from you. How do you carry yourself? How do you speak? How do you respond when something goes wrong? But here's the part that makes this work, and it's the part most people skip. You have to feel it, not think about feeling it. Actually generate the emotion in your body right now. Remember the piano study from the last video? Researchers found that people who only imagined practicing piano grew the same neural circuits as people who physically practiced. The brain couldn't tell the difference between real and imagined experience.
But it only works when the visualization is vivid and emotional. The feeling is the signal that tells your cerebellum to start recording a new program. So feel the gratitude now, before you have the thing to be grateful for. Feel the confidence now, before the situation that demands it. Feel the calm now, while you're still sitting with your eyes closed. When you generate the emotion of the future before the future arrives, you are literally teaching your body a new chemical signature. You're replacing cortisol and adrenaline with dopamine and serotonin. You're overriding the old program with a new one.
Do this for 5 minutes. Immerse yourself in the feeling of who you're becoming. Let it fill your chest. Let it spread through your body. Let your cells bathe in a different chemistry. When the timer sounds, open your eyes slowly. Take one deep breath and carry that feeling, not the knowledge, the feeling, into your day.
If this protocol is clicking for you, hit the like button right now. It helps more people find it. So here's your complete protocol, synthesized. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you open your email, before you let the world in, sit down and do this.
Phase 1, 3 minutes. Observe. Close your eyes. Notice the old program. Name what you feel. Scan the body. Separate the observer from the observed. Phase 2, 7 minutes. Break the loop. Focus on the breath. When the body demands, stay. Let the withdrawal wave pass. Weaken the old circuits. Prove you are not the program.
Phase 3, 5 minutes. Become. Choose one quality. Visualize yourself embodying it. Generate the elevated emotion. Let the cerebellum record a new chemical signature.
15 minutes. That's it. And I know what you're thinking. It sounds too simple. But that's exactly the point. Complexity is the enemy of consistency. And consistency is the only thing that rewires the brain.
Here's what the research says you can expect if you do this consistently. Days 1 through 3, it will feel awkward, uncomfortable. Your body will resist. That's normal. That's the old self fighting to survive. Do it anyway. Days 4 through 7, the resistance softens. You'll start noticing moments during the day where you catch yourself in an automatic reaction and pause. That's phase 1 bleeding into real life. That's metacognition becoming automatic. Weeks 2 through 3, this is where the Harvard research shows measurable brain changes begin. Your prefrontal cortex strengthens its connection to your emotional center. The gap between stimulus and response gets wider. You start choosing instead of reacting. Week 4 and beyond, the new self starts becoming the default. Not every day, not perfectly, but you'll notice that the old emotional signature has less pull. The familiar anxiety, the habitual frustration, the automatic self-doubt, they're still there, but they're quieter. And the new feeling, the one you rehearsed every morning, starts showing up uninvited. That's the tipping point. That's when the new program becomes automatic. That's when change becomes permanent. So start tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Before bed, do the 15-minute protocol once, just to get familiar with it. Then tomorrow morning, do it again, before you touch your phone.
In the comments, tell me, what quality are you choosing for phase 3? Confidence? Calm? Courage? I want to know, and I'll be choosing mine too.
And if you haven't seen the last video where I explain the neuroscience behind why you're addicted to being yourself, watch it now. Link is in the description. That video gives you the why. This one gives you the how. Together, they're the complete system.
Subscribe for weekly science-backed strategies to rewire your brain. Next video, we're going deeper into why your brain's hidden network won't let you stop overthinking and how to shut it down.
I'll see you in the next one.